like where they are. They could launch a counter-attack into some of these areas, so we'll sort them out. Actually, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send all of them. We'll leave a few behind there. Send one up to there. Where else I could use some? They'll probably hold on to that for now. Right. What are they planning? Bunch there, bunch there. Ooh. Yeah, they are actually planning on defending Africa after all, apparently. Now they tell me. Right. Okay, we've got West China back. Very important. Fortunately, we're not apparently maintaining our almost control. Oh, I can't say, right. Yeah, those purples, massive problem right now. I am being attacked. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. They just keep coming though, that's the problem. Well, they've made a gate there, I guess. Oh, they did actually try attacking Hawaii, which was a bad move. They did actually do that. The good thing is though, if I can, oh for God's sake, I was counting on you doing that. If I can secure the Middle East, we can pincer attack Africa, and then we can from there pincer attack South America. I still have another card to deploy. I've got more to deploy last turn anyway. This 14, it's 14. Oh, I meant to defend against 14, right. I'm going to stick a bunch of these around, because I really do need to hold on to some of this. Maybe they'll try and attack that. It might be a bit of a diversion for them. Just hoping it is. Now we've got to deal with these 7 here in Iran, so if we maybe get about that many there, I should do that nicely. So 6 there, 8 there. Yeah, they can't really do much. Unless they put like bloody tons of them in. They can move up to maybe there. So put one there. Right, okay. Oh, actually, no, maybe not. Because I said I wanted to focus on this. So 4 there. 4 there. Move up a bit actually. 5 because of those 3. So here's the thing. We take Iran as soon as we can, right? Then I'm going to move these to here in Mongolia because of these purples up here causing massive problems. Then, well, they will stay there for now, but these will take that. I'm assuming they will probably counter-attack by then, as far as some will be left. They can probably then try and take Cameroon. They haven't tried to counter-attack in Argentina yet, so we'll assume that they won't this turn. Still 5 there. Oh, I see an opportunity. But will they try and fortify it? Chances are they will. No, no, no. You see what's happening is here. Last turn I saw purples move from California into the Baja California, presumably fighting the dark blues here. So the dark blues actually fighting these. We can use that to our advantage. I'm going to attack this bit. That will reduce the reinforcements that the purples are getting. So hopefully, turn after that, we'll actually be able to get the band of them in this region. I am also, maybe if they survive this long, we could say attack this bit. I think basically in this game defenders have the advantage. So one thing you're doing is basically fortifying these bits and then waiting for them to make the attack and basically suffer a lot of losses. I will commit those. Yep, and we just went past the halfway mark into the live stream. 12? That's someone I just chose to attack. It's like they bloody knew. Anyway, Middle East, we've just about got. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. So we've got Middle East. Oh yeah, they are fighting each other. Look, the Blues just moved up into California. I've got 17 there. That should soon be enough of those to try and do something. Oh, we are actually starting to... Oh, failed to take that again, no. Right. Ooh, that's a lot. I only sent a few of them against that, which is weird. Oh, they took it there. But yeah, halfway through the live stream, better tweet that out, I think. Just reached the halfway mark. 6 hours to go. After this game of Warlight, we'll probably go back to the coding for a bit. Oh, let's have a look at Twitter while we're here. I've been playing this for an hour already. Like I say, this is very time consuming and it's probably used up a massive chunk of the stream, so like I say, just this game and then we will we'll do a bit more coding, hopefully get onto the inventory stuff. And another game, maybe Kerbal Space Program or Formula 1. Just see what the Twitters are saying. Notification too, apparently. Someone's asking what's going on, so HTTP. Oh no. www.twitch.tv. ABanimationLtd. Tweet. Apparently computer performance is slow, thanks for that, Windows. Right. 37 armies per turn. And deploy the reinforcement. Oh yeah, that's it. I have Middle East now. So, 9 there. I'm not sure what we'll do with them. Probably move up into the Caucasus. Or maybe not. Maybe I should send them this way to, like I said, try and do some stuff in Africa. I've got 4 there. They might try a counter-attack. I honestly don't care. If they do, it's really just a diversion to try and reduce their reinforcement count for a turn or two. Try and hold on to that. Put a few there. There's nothing there. You know, it'd be really easy to just say, right, you go there, and you go there, and then we'd have that then. But just to be on the safe side, we'll send 20. From Inner Mongolia, they might be able to take... Oh, I really should put a bunch of air tank onto that as well. They're not really trying much these days. That's quite vulnerable, isn't it? Say 5 there and 5 there to try and move into that. Actually, I could easily I couldn't finish off the Caucasus today. Oh well. But what I can do is really get to work on this area. So we say 10. We'll probably send 4 there and 6 there. Maybe not. 3 there, 6, a bit more. Also, I really want to sort that out for once. So yeah, I should really slow him down now in that region. And also, what I might do is say a few there. try and move into Egypt. And then, well, what else can I do? Try and keep that foothold there by putting a bunch there. Okay, that'll do. That's going good. Pleased with that. They can't actually do that yet, unfortunately. I'm just going to send all those troops there up to that bit. And all those troops are going to go into that bit as well. If there's only as an advantage, I might as well just go for it. Right, I'm going to say probably 7 armies there, and the remaining 3 there. I'm going to say 4 there, 4 there. It's about time we finally took that territory. They're pretty much ignoring that. 6 will just defend that point, I think. Like I said, we are using that to our advantage now. That's the strategy we're going for. Ooh, that's 4 though. I'm going to send them to there, and a bunch of them to there. I'm going to leave the rest there, I think, just in case they attack it. Okay. Anything else I can do? Not really. Next phase. Commit. Oh, failed to display the advertisements. Who's still watching at this stage? Bexamondo, apparently. Oh, William GP11, Little Luther and Flinny. So, where was I? Oh yes, watch turn. 18. 18. Oh, 8? There, that's where I was placing all my bets on that. It's like they know. To be honest. Alright, let's send them all there. Oh, okay, right, yeah. That was probably unnecessary to pull those troops there. Would have been better off staying in this area, wouldn't they? See, now there's 14 of them there to worry about. They're all sending them against there. Alright then. Ah, okay, yeah, this is better. Now we're taking East Africa. Oh, wasn't I going to send them to there? But I forgot, I think. Oh, that went much better than I expected. Oh yeah, now we're getting tons of land now. I think we might just have it. Oh, we also got to worry about this. I'll just put the same number as they've got. That should be enough for now. They should hold on to those bits. Yeah, the purples can't really do much with these huge armies knocking about. What else have we got? They can go to there, I guess. 6, yeah. Actually, no. They will take that. They will move up to Libya. They will take that. They will take... I think 8 should be enough there. Oh, I've still got quite a few more as well that I can deploy here, so... I'll probably send all them 15 up there, actually. I haven't tried to... Oh, they probably will soon, because those purples forced the blues now, so I'll probably go for California next. Finish off a Caucasus, I guess. 5 and 5 I should do. I might just deploy the rest there, and just wipe them out. Let's try that. Actually no, we'll leave that to last, because they might attack first, in which case we'll probably have an advantage. 4 to Egypt, 6 to Libya, 4 to Cameroon, let's see, 4 to there, and the remaining 3 to Nigeria. And then them up to there, them up to, we'll split them between the 2 territories, I guess. They will all just get to there for now. 5 against 2 usually works. 5 against Western Kazakhstan there. They can go from Iran up to that bit. That was pretty comprehensive, to be honest. We're really sweeping our way through that area now. Yeah, I think we got this sorted. Unless I really screw up. And I have got reinforcement cards as well. They put a bunch there and a bunch there, which is interesting. That's going to be a pain to deal with, obviously. But we should still probably advance this turn. See, look, we held on to Chad despite their counter-attack. And we now have East Africa. So that's even more reinforcements. Oh, and they sent all those away? Oh yeah, they're still fighting the Dark Blues. Probably. Ah, and their counter-attack against Japan has actually failed. So they should just get obliterated now. Yeah. Back up into there we go. Obviously that didn't work. No surprises there. But we did take that. We actually made it right up to the Arctic. For the first time, I think. Yeah. East Russia's almost ours if it wasn't for this lot here. Just getting in the way. And we have the Caucasus, that's another 6. Now we're seeing 47%. That's pretty much everything I can do now. I think we've pretty much got this sorted. Just then, 21. That's just irritating me on belief. Right, I'll stick 10 there. Then a bunch there. Rest can just go like 39. That should be enough to completely annihilate them, I think. So wipe them off the face of the planet. Right. They do seem to be deploying quite a few troops there, so how about 7 into there? Put a bunch there as well. And anything else we could do? I don't really care about North America yet. You know, just focus on one at a time. Not put a bunch of X, why not? Right. Priority, wipe these out once and for all. Move them into there. Move them into there. They'll move up into Tomsk as we start to focus on central Russia. Oh, there's also a few there, might as well use them as well. They're pretty much sorted there. 7 into Egypt. Some into Niger, some into Nigeria. What else can we do? I think that's about it. Roughly. Yeah. Commit. Failed display an advertisement. Right, off we go. 42. They are determined. They are determined like hell. Jesus Christ. How am I going to take on 42 of them? Rather like that, I suppose. Yeah. Still have a numerical advantage. Oh no. Oh, that's the Caucasus. God, we're so close to having East Russia. That'd be another 6 units per turn. Well, they keep deploying like armies, like huge ones. Not much luck in Africa yet either, although now we're finally starting to take a little bit of that. And actually no one owns all that either, so that's good. 2 cards, 41 armies per turn. First things first, let's get that back, Georgia. Still have a numerical advantage here. Right, so hopefully that will just wipe them out quite concisely, if I do say so. Wasn't really what I was going for, to be fair, but yeah, those purples, I just want to sort them out. I can finally take East Russia. I'm so close to having it. Right, they can go to there, they can go to there. If there's any left, they can go to there, and they can also go to there. They might as well take Omsk. It comes up with these Russian names, though, eh? They can go to there. Oh, and maybe now we can actually take West Africa as well. Which will be another 4 per turn. Anywhere else I could use any? I'll move those up to Iran. Oh yeah, they want to take that back, don't they? They're pretty much doing nothing. Might as well send to Turkey in case there's an attack there. What's going on there? Really nothing at all. They're too busy fighting each other in that region, aren't they? Right, off we go. Oh, put a bunch there, didn't they? Not going to be getting that back then. Almost looks like they've given up on this bit now. They're not deploying anymore. There, look, they're trying to get California back instead. Well, I should hold on to that. Yeah, now we're going to have to deploy a bunch to Hawaii. However, it looks like East Russia is finally ours. On to East Africa, very good. Still trying. Okay, right. Thank God we finally have East Russia. More enemy counter-attacks there, still failed. And now we're flooding our way into Central Russia as well. Oh, large enemy counter-attacks there. Unfortunately now we can't attack that because there's 6 of them. Libya. Tough nut to crack, by the looks of it, eh? Obviously, again, still no luck getting that back. Oh, I should have sent them against that, shouldn't I? What do I think of that? 3 reinforcement cars, still don't really need them just yet. What is going on? Who owns that? Alaska. It doesn't belong to any region, so not really much point of them holding it, is there? No. Now what I'm thinking is, because I've got these like 45 units here, we might as well go for a massive attack against, you know, North America. Put those to good use. Now that they're out of the way, we can really consolidate like control over these areas. So I feel like there's going to be more of them. I'm going to put a bit more there. Exactly. So what else are they going to do? Unless they go after dark blues. Right. Now we're now bringing in the big gun. Bloody sunlight. Yeah, let's get to that stage in the day, you know, where the sun really shines in like crazy. This should probably be a bit more on my face. 10 there. Bunch there and there. And a bunch there as well. Oh, and let's actually get that back as well. 9, I should cover it. Right, next phase. First things first. I want to sort out Africa, don't I? So, sending a bunch to there. And there. There. There, so we can get that back. We should be able to finish off Central Russia this turn. Assuming they don't do anything stupid. Send all of them up to there. That's 45 ready to invade that on the next turn. Just going to attack around just with them. Might as well. 2v1 now might actually reduce their control of West Russia, which really wouldn't be missed that much. Alright then. Yeah, this is really starting to reach the end game now. We're still making gains despite the huge hostility with 14. Yeah, we're still not getting the Caucasus back this turn. At least we have Libya. Not long enough. We lost Iran? Oh no, we didn't lose Iran yet. Africa's almost ours now. They did try attacking Hawaii, but we did hold on to it. Very good. half of central Russia. Now on 56 armies per turn. There's very little they can do at this point. Right. So those from Libya are going to move up to Algeria. Very little they can do to stop that, obviously. And they will take that. They're ready there to attack that. Shouldn't be any trouble. Bolster forces in Hawaii a little bit. Let's see, what else can we do? I want bloody Caucasus back. That's what I want, right. 9 there plus 5 there should be enough to really move into that region. Oh, and I've got like another 20 I can use as well. Wow. Okay, so how about, because I won't be expecting this because I've basically been ignoring this region. 5. Yeah, 10 there. That should be enough of that. And then a whole bunch there. We can use one more. Where might we get attacks from? Well, there. Let's put one there. Right. First things first. Flood units into Georgia, because like I said, I really want the Caucasus. Consolidate control over Africa. That should give us that. Yeah, this game is pretty much won now, I'd say. We'll send a few into that bit, and a few into that bit, and a few into that bit. 44 from there into Alaska, as we cross the Bering Strait, this time on our own terms. All of those can go into Brazil. I'm going to send 4 into Uruguay. Actually, no, we need more than that against Paraguay, don't we? We need 5 to be on the safe side. And then 4 against Bolivia and 4 against Peru. Anything else? Not really. I should do commit 10. I think we should still be able to wipe them out though. Oh, now we start putting them there, don't we? Well then. Ooh, counter-attack. That was unexpected. Still one though. And that's Africa. North Africa under our control. We're now up to 65 armies per turn. Pretty much invincible now, I'd say. They no longer will control West Russia. And now our huge army floods into Alaska. Absolutely nothing to stop it. America now, Brazil's ours. We have Uruguay. We have Paraguay. We have Bolivia, the rate at which we're taking territories now, pretty much unstoppable. They might try a counter-attack on Hawaii, but I doubt it. They'll probably go for Alaska instead, even though we're pretty much powerless in that region now. Let's readjust that. 5, 5. That should do for that bit. Now we can start thinking about Europe. We haven't touched Europe yet. Ooh, 7 there. It's a bit much, isn't it? Job I can just deploy 20 odd, not even have to worry about it. Right, the massive invasion of Europe now. It's getting to that stage where I've just got troops I just don't need. No. That should do. and Moscow will be ours. We'll move into Ukraine, move into Romania, move up into Spain there from Africa, take Venezuela from Brazil there, Peru up into Colombia, split the forces there. We'll send about half to Yukon and half into British Columbia. That will end all their control over Canada, obviously, as we invade West Canada. Oh, that's about it really. Not much more we can do. I'll send a few there in case for whatever reason there's a huge enemy counter-attack. Put a bunch there. Oh, I put a whole bunch there as well actually. Well, they made my life easier. And Moscow falls. Flood into Europe. And this turn we have South America. We're normally on 69 armies per turn, and Dark Blues are out. I think they were the ones we made contact with first, but yep, first ones to go out of the competition. Now we have to use a reinforcement card now because we've got more than 3 of them. Biggest problem right now, this lot here, in British Columbia. I'm basically just going to deploy like 50 maybe against them. And put a bunch there as well just to defend that. 16 there and a bunch there. I should move our way into that bit. They can take that, they can take that, they can take that, they can take that, they can take that. And well, might as well just put a bunch there. Take France there from Spain. We'll split those about half to Italy, half to Poland. From Ukraine we'll move up to Belarus. From Moscow we'll move to St. Petersburg. And into Murmansk there. Move up to Cuba there from Venezuela, and from Colombia we'll move to Panama. From Yukon we'll move into British Columbia, backed up by, well, I'll send those 11 there, so next turn they can take the Northwest Territories. Yeah, very little that the enemy can do at this point. Most people seem to have left now. And France falls. And Italy falls. Yeah, the light blues are pretty much dead now, because between me and the purples. Wow, brilliant, GG. Probably thought about that. 19 in Norway? What the hell? Oh, it should be long till we get Central America. Right. This is a problem, so I'm just going to say that with 30 there, that should be enough to stop him. Yeah, you can just spread out there, that'll be fine. About a bunch to there. Bunch to there. They can just go against that, and then take Norway. Actually, I'll just leave 10 there for now. I really want to focus on this. And again, they're not going to do well, are they? Well, they could. 30, why not? Like I say, this point, they're pretty much dead. Take Alaska. Might as well attack Norway. Move them into Finland. Move them into Germany. Move them into Britain. And we can begin our attack on the USA with, well, mainland USA since we're in Hawaii, but with that on Florida and moving up into Mexico. Then meanwhile, assuming they don't get obliterated, we'll take the Northwest Territories. They probably will get obliterated, mine, so I'm actually going to send a bunch back there, along with maybe 12 to there, 12 to there, and 12 to there. Well, 11, I guess. Yeah, close enough. See how this is time consuming? It's been like another half an hour now. There's Alaska back. Oh wow. I did try to take it from Norway, I thought I might. We have Finland. We have Germany. And we have Britain. And we have Florida. And we have Mexico. It's just one after another. I'm now receiving 80 armies per turn. Yeah, there's no need to do that apparently. Obviously this attack ain't gonna work, but close enough. Yeah, basically just trapping them now in North America. They can go there. They will only be able to deploy 5, won't they? So it'll probably be 9, so 19 should be enough. They'll go there. They'll head up into Greenland. Biggest problem right now is this slot here, obviously, so 48 should probably cover it. They can split. Probably got a bunch there. And a bunch there. Move them to Svalbard. Them into Sweden. We'll split those roughly equally, so from Florida move up to Tennessee and the Gulf Coast. We'll probably split these about 9 to Texas, 9 to Southwest, and 9 to Baja California. Send a bunch to Nunavut, much to Manitoba. They will just basically completely wreck that. I'm not going to tell them to do OEX. We'll probably just get attacked if we do. We'll be able to, oh, go on then. To the Midwest we'll send 4. And to there we'll send 6. Don't need to worry about the Rocky Mountains just yet. We'll get to it. There's plenty of time. You know. I don't think they have any regional bonuses anymore now. So they'll only ever deploy about 5. Oh, they have Greenland, but not for much longer because I'm about to take Iceland. And the light blues are out, just me and purples now. And they've just lost their last regional bonus. Must deploy that reinforcement card. Failed us to, no problem. The thing is now I want to do this like really efficiently, so just like plan everything out. What's the best way to get as many territories as fast as possible? So a bunch they'll take that, that, and that. They can take that. What I'm going to say is a bunch there to take on those. They can take on those. They can take that there. Them there split up can take those. They can take those. Really not much more that can be done now at this point. We're pretty much won. Okay. Now let's deploy. They will go to Denmark Haven. I can't even pronounce these like Inuit Eskimo words that I've got in Greenland. Actually no. We're gonna send about 7 to there. Send a bunch to Newfoundland. 5 should probably cover it. Actually no. No, we'll send more than that. We'll send 8. And we'll send 8 to Quebec. No, 7 to Quebec even. We'll send a bunch to Ontario. They're all going to there. They're all going to California there. They're all going to Rocky Mountains. They're all going to that bit. They're going between that bit and that bit. So we'll have New York, all that bit. That's all over the United States basically after this bit. All that'll be left will be this bit here in Greenland and New Brunswick, which is southeast Canada, I believe. I wonder where they'll put their 5 extra reinforcements. There. Too bad there's 41 coming for them. I should try to get out of that. Greenland's just been completely crushed now. You know, taking Newfoundland, taking Quebec, and Ontario. Pretty much done and dusted. In fact, this will probably be done. Yeah, there'll just be one more turn left now, I believe. Right, since this is probably the last turn, I'll just deploy all the cards that I've got. I can deploy 114 armies, so, well, let's just say, you know, just in case the 6 causes any problems. So they'll flood their way into New Brunswick. They will take Nord. They'll take that bit, and they'll take that bit. And pretty much game over. Well, it already says winner apparently before it's even happened, so yeah. That was where their last stand was. full control over North America now. And finally, the campaign is cemented with the annexation of Greenland. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was how to take over the world. You won in 29 turns. Oh. But you can actually, if you do this, if you click on history, there's like a slider which actually records the whole history of the game. Well, that's a bit laggy, so let's not do that. I think that'll do for now. And it's time to think about what we'll be doing next. Let's close that down. We will be obviously heading back to the see who's still here. No Luther and William by the looks of it, but that's okay. I just realised, I think the live stream title actually says that we're doing a 12-hour live stream or anything. I didn't even think about that when I set it up this morning. I should probably change it. Getting a bit warm in here. I want to take this jacket off soon. Right. Yeah, it says game development coding live stream. Better change that. ABanimationLtd. Limited. Summer 2014. 12-hour live stream marathon. There we go. Right, shall we fire up Eclipse again? Because I really do want to finish up some of that stuff today with the what's it? Let's put the fan on the lowest setting. Hopefully, won't affect the microphone too much. Right, shall we bring the screen back on now? There we go. Back in good old Eclipse. Yeah, that seems satisfactory. Now, in a couple of hours, in fact we are approaching the 7-hour mark very soon. We'll be going for 7 hours in around about 10 minutes. And then there's obviously 5 hours left. So yeah, well past halfway now. The end is just about starting to come into sight, but we have got the majority of the evening to get through, so let's take a look. What is going on here? I have no idea. Let's just try and remind ourselves where we got up to. Actually, I'm just going to tweet. At this point, I'll do the coding, and then I will, when I play the next game, I think I'll announce it on Skype and stuff. Oh dear, yeah, about that. The problem is, the FPS just died then because the camera went away from the planet. Wait, I'm not actually going to be able to do this now, am I? Hold on. It's a bit dark in here now, but I've closed the blind a bit. I can hardly see my keys, hold on. Okay. Land. Probably do that before I get flung out back into orbit again. So, problem is, what we've got is, we go through this door, that puts us there fine. We go through this door, it puts us if we just came out of that one. Now, going back in is fine, there as well. So I've been trying to get to the root of this problem, and I'm assuming it will be in here somewhere when we land. The different when we land on the planet's surface, the IDs get generated and all matched up and stuff. So A2 is, no, that's our airlock, which it cycles through. Let's have a look. So, one and two. That's the thing with the game of war, like I said, very time consuming. Now we're like, well, didn't we start playing that at probably before 6 o'clock, and it's now 8 o'clock. Used up a massive chunk of a live stream. May have been a better idea to play something else, to be honest. Probably gonna do a bit of F1 next, or at least we'll try to do a bit of F1. I mean, it's a bit not as easy to live stream as some of the other games, but we'll give it a shot. I've sort of live streamed it in the past. It's hard to play because the FPS is low, and a good FPS is very important for racing games, obviously. So I don't know. Now what I want is system out a.dest ID. What is the actual ID that it prints out here? Presumably it must be 0 both times, right? Yeah, 0, 0. So, actually no, because it hasn't even been set yet, has it? So, what is A2.ID in these cases? Because this would suggest that in both cases it is in fact 0. Which makes very little sense. 0, 0. Yeah. So, I would suggest that both times it is basically getting airlock 0. Which makes little sense as well. See, this bit here no, let's have it print out used. Just need to try and figure out what's actually going on with the numbers, really. 0, 1, 0. That's what happens apparently. So it goes through here 3 times. First time it's 0. Yes. It's come to that, yeah. Maybe, okay, how about this? When we run this, when we actually interact with it, we'll have it print out what its ID is. Zero. What, where's that 1 coming from? I'm going to start printing out elsewhere, aren't I? Well, it won't be that. Hold on. What? Oh, that's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Right. Yeah, I guess 0 there. That's 1. That's 0, obviously. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. That admits it's airlock 1. Yeah, of course it will be. Well, its destination must be 0. Wait, what? That's 0. That's okay. So these two else got the same ID. That makes more sense. Makes much more sense, in fact. Now that is interesting. You know what that makes me think? It makes me think, guys, actually, maybe it's a problem with this after all. IDs ++. Right. Maybe not. Right, so. Prints out IDs, which should run when we land. Zero, 1, I'm still having other stuff printing out. Get rid of that first. This is why I need some sort of debug thing to display all this information. It's not on the fly. Zero, 1. So the 2 ones being generated should be that, and well, look at this, new airlock. BID, yeah, X, Y, ID. So, what? The first one should get an ID of 0, and the second one should get an ID of 1. So why do they both have the ID of 0? Makes no sense. Makes literally no sense. Okay then, right. Yeah, the IDs is 0, so it passes that in, pluses it, so it's 1, next time it comes round, passes 1 in, pluses it, it's 2. So if a third one then were to come along, then its ID would be 2, obviously. And then go to 3, and so on. So why does it why? You know what, right, something is already annoying me about this, right, just this, right, keyboard thing that's printing them out when you get time, stop doing that, it's getting in the way. Wait, what? No, he don't work, what the hell? Oh, because I hadn't landed, have I? That was weird then. Yep. 0, 0, 1, 0, obviously. So for some reason that is airlock 0 on the outside there, even though it shouldn't be. Why, I have no idea. This is practically just defeated the whole point now. Oh my god. It's passing in the ID. It doesn't even do anything with it. It doesn't actually set the ID to the number it gets. Oh, I've made a mistake like that before a long time ago. That is bad. That is very bad. That's what it should be. This.id equals ID. Bloody... Ugh. Can't believe that. It should work now. Just follow the trail. It should go. Could have found that ages ago. Right, let's try it now. That works. And that works. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Right then. That's the airlocks pretty done, I guess. I mean, theoretically they might not work with, like, if there were 3 levels and some of them were leading to those and others were leading to others. That would require a whole bunch of other stuff, basically. But we'll get up to that later, I think. That's nice. I like it. We've actually got them synced up properly. So, you know what? This version now should be in pretty good shape, I would imagine. You know, it should be pretty much ready to go. But there's something I want to test first. I want to test to see if it's possible to get from here, Mercury, to Venus. The code's in place for it. I'm not sure if it actually works though. That's the thing. Now, the game doesn't have a way of doing this yet on autopilot, so I'm going to have to calculate it manually on pen and paper, meaning I'm going to have to get a whole bunch of equations and stuff up. So we might just end up having to consult that most respected of internet rocket scientists, Scott Manley, quite possibly, because I really can't remember the way of calculating all this stuff. But let's have a go. Right, let's restart the whole thing. Now what's pretty easy is changing the ship's orbit so that we will fly up away. Thrust, periaps. Actually, what's the correct usage? Thrust. Actually, I can just do that. Thrust, periaps. Burn time is first, so we'll burn for 20 seconds at 100%. Well, I did that just in time. This is the apoapsis is rising, so we're getting up into a much higher orbit. What I'm trying to do first is to escape Mercury and get into orbit around the Sun. I've only ever done that once before. Oh god, because of the frame rate. It's just about coping though. Oh, that really needs sorting though, that. In fact, I think what I'm going to do at Thrust Apoapsis is a similar thing as well. Oh, I love how I can just do this now. That was much better adding that. And now I'm going to enter this and type 20. Actually, let's just bring that up over it. And we'll go up to that altitude there. We'll stop at about 83. Oh. That's not intended. Okay, I need to work on that. In fact, I can do that now since we're running in debug mode. H3502 is apoapsis. As you can see, we're miles away from Mercury already. There it is. Flown quite far out. I just want to raise up the apoapsis because I'm live streaming. Every time I go near the planet, we'll get massive lag. So, I'm going to raise the apoapsis, the periapsis up even, so that we don't get as close to it. And to be honest, judging by how high up we are, due to some, it's like the O-birth effect or something, basically our periapsis is going to go like way up now. Or something. Yeah, there it goes, look. Many, many kilometres above Mercury's surface. In fact, its orbit's becoming practically circular. Well, not exactly circular, but we're going to get much closer to this now. What did I say I was going to do? Oh yeah, I need to go into the sleep chamber thing and add the same thing that this does, which was something. Wait, hold on. Ah, yeah, that line of code there. Key.escape cooldown equals true. And I'll pop that in, well, it'll be sleep chamber, won't it? On its own exit one. It needs to have its own exit method, because when you exit it, what? Key. It's not visible. Oh, I'll probably have to make that protected then. Protected. Oh no. Oh, I have to start again now. I have to start again because I changed some code I didn't want to be changed. Oh well. Whoops. That should work now though. When I exit sleep chamber, it won't bring up the pause menu. Right, let's do that again, shall we? Thrust, periaps. I've forgotten what it is already. Burn time is first, so 20. 100. Right, let's wait for the periapsis, and here it comes. At 2,000 meters. And off we go. The ship is basically firing its engines now, that's the general idea. At some point, there'll be fuel and such, and when I have my sound engine as well, you'll be able to hear the engines coming to life at this point. And off we go. We have a few seconds of lag as we go past that point, which even the actual game clock suffers at that point, so really does need sorting. Clicks into it, facts by which you wish to time accelerate, and off we go. Off to about 83,000 again. Lovely. That didn't happen obviously this time. .830, 831. Yeah, this is really why this sleep chamber was added, because otherwise it takes ages for these orbits to go through, especially for solar orbit, because we'll soon be in orbit around the sun, and that is just ridiculous basically. Is the point. There we go. Oh god, I didn't actually put in the command. Oh god damn it, those blazers, right. Great. Put in the same command again. Time to accelerate back down. Oh, that's annoying. Actually forgot to put in the command I wanted. So now we have to go through the lag zone another 2 times. Although fast forwarding our way through it doesn't seem to cause us many problems. There we go. Apomapsis is heading up. I believe you have to get up to about 8 million to get out of Mercury's orbit from what I've tested in the past, and now we're heading up to about 2 million. We probably won't make it on this pass. 3 million. We might do though. Oh, there goes the lag. 4 million. Yeah, that's where it stopped. So about halfway there. Right, this time actually remember to do this. Thrust. Apoaps. $20. 400 million, so I've got to get up to quite a long way. In fact, at this point, I could probably start accelerating beyond 20 times time acceleration. I'm going to ramp it up to 50 times. Time really does slow down at this point. Oh god, 100 times maybe? So we're heading for 446, obviously. That does actually work, wow. Now look how small Mercury is now, it's brilliant. Oh, this is going to take bloody ages. 446, 591. I did enter. Oh, it's 5 in a minute, wasn't it? Okay, so it should be in a moment now. I just don't want to accelerate through, time accelerate through a rocket burn, because I think I might break something if I do that. I'm travelling very slowly at this point in time. Right, now we have a hell of a lot of time acceleration to do. I think that's a 10-second burn. Should cover that quite nicely. So 100 times the time acceleration, we've got to go down to 1796. Okay, that could have broken something, and I honestly don't know. I need to really check that stuff out, to be honest. Okay, this is going to bring us really far out. That's like twice as far as we need to go. Like 10,000 kilometers is that? 10 million meters, you know. I don't think it's going to go even slower. So it's kind of hard to read the distance because of the text behind it, and it probably needs some work, but depending on our way up now, I'm at about the 8 million mark, we should actually, yeah, there we go. We've left Mercury's sphere of influence and we are now, in fact, orbiting the Sun. Now, this is where things get interesting, because I need to aim for a very specific point in space. That is the orbit of Venus. Now, where is it? Well, we need to find out. We're currently running at 5.7 exp 10 distance from the Sun. I mean, the distances here start to get really quite crazy, to be honest. Right, so these are pretty much just the same. There's no point accounting for the difference between them. So 5.79 7 times 10 to the 10. That's our same major axis. That's about all I know. However, what I can do is consult the universe class, which has all the things that we need to know. This one here is distance, I think. Let's have a look. Planet. Construct, yeah, same major axis size, in fact, a distance. So, what we need to get is 1.08 208 times 10 to the power 11. That's what we need to get to. Now, again, like I say, that's about all I really know how to do. So, bear with me here, any of you who are still left, because we are literally doing rocket science. And I have to consult somewhere first, because I've really forgotten how to do it. Unless I have the equations written down, which I might do. So look. Like, where's that one which has all this stuff on? Alright, yeah, there's some stuff here. V squared equals GM 2R over 1A. I think that's it. Now, yeah, obviously the first stage is to get up to Venus's orbit. I could just do this by trial and error, obviously, but that'd probably take quite a long time. So, something between my teeth. No, I've got the equations. I don't know what to actually do with the equations, so. Let's have a look then. Probably have this light somewhere, to be honest. That here maybe. When did he upload that video? Orbital Mechanics on Paper with Scott Manley. Now, I'm just going to mute this. Probably for copyright reasons, probably the best idea. But, this is obviously going very slowly. Don't want autoplay on either. I'm actually just going to say back momentarily now. And we'll see what we get here. Actually, what I'm going to do is mute the system sound, and so I can actually hear the video. This is going to take a while. This is like 13 minutes long. I'll just read what it actually says on the paper, to be honest. See what's going on later in the video. So I do get most of this already, obviously. Great. You know what? I could probably just Google this, you know. I could literally probably just Google this. Quite tempted to be honest. You know, I just can't. Maybe not on the, you know, the in a live stream. Maybe not, you know. Some other time, maybe. Right. Let's. You go away. Right. So. What do we need to get up to? 1.08208 times 10 to the 11. Very precise value, obviously. Now, as long as I aim roughly in that area, we should be good. Apparently travelling 41 kilometers a second relative to the sun. Really? Doesn't sound too stupid, I guess. Right, so we're going to thrust at periaps 10 seconds at 100% and see what happens. And typically here you just have to basically time accelerate a stupid amount, like 100,000. Sometimes even more than that. So just think some zeros on hand. Oh. Yeah, perhaps this is rising. It's gone up to 6. Okay, we've got a long way to go, apparently. I'm going to say thrust at apoapps now for, actually, yeah, just leave it at that. No, we'll say 20 now. Okay, it's 6.17, and now it goes through a time accelerating by 1,000,000. This is the amount of time it would actually take you in real life, I guess. Oh, our periapsis goal's coming up now. Notice that. Oh. Well, that's just annoying. Yeah, not a number. In other words, we did some maths that the game didn't like, and yeah, no, it's basically just bugged to hell. Well, that's disappointing. Shame too, I was actually hoping to have this up and running today. What to do now? Really can't be bothered. Having to try and get to the root of this. Like, this is a huge issue. Like, the orbital mechanics, like orbits around the sun. You know, you'd have to do loads of setup just to get, just to test that. So, yeah. That is really annoying. It's really, really annoying. No one's been in chat, for like an hour and a half. Just trying to load viewers. It says Little Luther and William GP11, apparently. Well, that's pretty dead. You know what? I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll be back, and then I think we're gonna have to play some more games. Try and fire up F1. See what we can do. We'll see what we can do. And yeah, I mean, as much as I'd love to be able to get back to work today, it's probably not going to happen. Like, after all that time I spent messing about with those airlocks, I really don't think I have the energy to tackle that right now. To make this at least semi-interesting, it's like I might as well at least start work on something new, So I'll have to try and do that. So yeah, I will be back momentarily. Alright, I am back again. I think it's probably one of the quietest parts of the stream right now, to be honest. Got some biscuits. Right, so what I'm going to do is probably shut down Eclipse for now, go play some games for a bit, and maybe start a Skype call with any interested parties who might want to be on the stream, see what's available for multiplayer in terms of the games we've got, and then and then we'll actually do that, and probably towards the end of the stream come back to this and add the inventory on what to have. It will hopefully be a bit more entertaining than what I've been doing with all this complicated entity airlock stuff. It'll probably be easier to follow as well. Okay, so I think next stop F1 2013. I need to move some stuff out of the way here because we're actually going to be using my very own racing wheel. Just need to go get it. So we'll shut down that Eclipse. Saving workspace, etc, etc. I'll just leave that there. Okay. Essentially, I've got a box down here to my right with all the stuff in, and well, I need to figure out how to oh, it's already plugged in. That's already plugged in. Okay. Got the foot pedals here. Oh dear, that's not going to end well, is it? Right. There are the foot pedals, just so anyone who's still here can actually see. We'll put those right down there. And let the actual thing itself out. Now, oh, the webcam's going crazy now. This lead should really be sort of strung up around here. Actually, I need to thread it under there. And this USB. Right. I don't really see what's going on anymore now. Put that under there. And now I have to basically figure out where these clamp in. I always forget which way you have to turn the wheel and clamp thing. Okay, seems good. seems good. Yeah, it's getting tighter. Where? That should do. I don't want to make it too tight, otherwise it will probably break the desk. Can we say maybe, yeah, down there. And this one, which is the actual USB for the computer, can just, well, I'll plug it in to the top one there. Beep boop. Oh, that's sort of hanging in an awkward position, and then I'll just leave it sort of rest there. Lights come on. Wonderful. Ah. That's not bad at all. Now the problem is that I've noticed with this is because my chair moves, so easily. I've got cables going across there. Because this chair moves so easily, put pressure on the accelerator, it moves me back in my chair. So I need basically something to hold my chair in place. So I like to use my briefcase down here. And sort of sandwich it in between. I'll move the bin out of the way, that'll help. But if I sandwich my briefcase in between the chair and a chest of drawers, that doesn't happen so much. I move back a certain distance. So, of course now webcam can hardly see a thing, so I'm gonna have to try at least and that is as far back as it would go, but that might just have to do. I mean, yeah, get a bit closer. Wouldn't mind. This is so professional, is it not? Hold on. Surprised this actually fits into here. Anyway, okay, right. That seems quite comfortable, I'd say. Yeah, turns nicely. Now let's have a look at the game itself. I'm going to switch on to back momentarily. I will need to turn off in-game music, so I'll mute system sound first. Oh, of course, now it needs to go through Steam and everything. Movie and game music, I mean, all this stuff here these days about Twitch and everything and the new copyright stuff. I'd rather not have like half an hour of this live stream muted when it gets exported to YouTube, so I don't know what races will do. I feel like doing Monaco, which is probably a bad idea, just to see how hilariously bad it would go. Probably just do 5 laps. And as soon as this gets up and running, I'll post the live stream again in various Skype chats. Actually, we take the jacket off because this game gets quite exciting, let's say, at times. Yeah. Updating Steam. So yeah, it's going to take ages to update Steam, isn't it? Because it's a live stream running. This is going to take a while. installing updates. It does this literally every time I play a Steam game, which isn't often. There's always an update. I guess if you're playing it every day, you don't do that as much. There we go. Gonna want me to log in now or something? Yeah, it does. Which password it is? Oh, there we go. That's not it, obviously. That one? No. There we go. Updating user configuration. What? Could not connect Steam Network. Yeah, I've known it's there before. I just have to do it again, and then it works. Don't know why. Connecting Steam accounts. ABanimationLtd. If anyone's still here, feel free to send games. No, I'm kidding. Dating Steam information. All this just to play a bloody racing game, eh? Wait, what? F1 2013? Completing installation? The bloody thing's installed, what are you talking about? Completing installation? The hell? The damn thing just reset itself. What kind of view is this? Alright. Stop quick intros or anything like that. Okay. Okay, it hasn't reset itself. I've still got my save games. I need to go into options and turn all the sound off. As much like music, I don't want to run the risk of it getting, you know, if not now, then in future. Audio, that's it. Music. Right, I always forget how to actually. Two is select. Wait, what? Oh, right, yeah, 3 is back. Right, let's see what we can do here, man. Honestly, don't know how bad this is. Oh dear. That doesn't seem too good. Right, let's just try Grand Prix, see what happens. It locks up. Oh, what? My input is just lagging like hell. Right, how about I turn the monitor capture off and look at game capture instead? Yeah, okay. I turn that on, will that be better? It probably will be. At least slightly. Almost seems like it. McLaren Mercedes, eh? Shall we try out? With, well, Perez. Sergio Perez. Right. I shall at this point tweet out the live stream once again as we approach the 8-hour mark. Approaching 2/3 of the way through the stream. Seems weird without the music. Disney World. Okay, now streaming. F1 2013. Alright. Look at that. Racing. Probably. An HTTP. Tweet out Twitch TV. ABanimationLtd. Apparently I have no phone signal. I just have Wi-Fi. Right, it's that tweeter. I'm just gonna. Oh goodness, I've missed a lot on Skype and all that. I miss a lot on Skype apparently. Oh god. Still putting. Oh, I can't really type because obviously I like things in the way. If you're just here from the tweet, we'll be starting momentarily. Just gonna put this in Skype in a few places. Oh, still watching, Aiden? Last time I checked, it was only Luther and Will. Anyway, I haven't put it yet. Hold on, HTTP www.twitch.tv/ABanimationLtd. Later by more coding. But I think I'll do. Most people will have seen it on Twitter by now, I would have thought anyway. So, right, shall we get back to this? 1. Webcam and everything's still working nicely. Yeah, it looks like it. So, that's weird, what? Oh, never mind. Participation, yeah, race only, TV pod. We'll do 5 laps. Difficulty level will be easy, because, you know, I'm terrible at this game. Clear, I do not want to have to mess around. Wait, a safety car, apparently. Right. What shall we do? Why not Malaysia? Kind of bothered, you know, going through all the different stuff. I've pretty much forgotten what most of the controls are. Like, what's the DRS and everything? Move the mouse out of the way, shall we? Sepang International Circuit. Oh, we are getting into a car. Always remember your seatbelts, kids. And your steering wheel as well, probably a good idea. Wait, what? Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but the animation started playing twice. Oh god, I think you can still hear the audio from it playing twice as well. That's a bit broken. Oh, I'm not going to mess around, I'm just going to go to track. I can't be bothered tonight messing with all different setups, I can't remember what they are. Wait, what? Didn't even dry out, the clip just ended. This game does weird stuff when you're streaming, apparently. Little gear paddles there, won't be using them obviously on automatic. Oh dear, that is not good frame rate. Well, it could be worse. Right, you know what I'm going to do? I really do have to turn down some graphics options here, seriously. The even options menu don't want to load, that's how bad it is. Whew. Lost connection to the F1 2013 game server. What? OSD, is that it? No, obviously not. Oh, great, so I've actually got to exit the race. Oh dear, now I'm going to go back to the race, aren't I? Connected to the F1 2013 game server. Right, I'm going to turn down all graphics options, otherwise this is just going to be unplayable. I can just tell already, you know? Just by the loading times and what those animations were doing. Right. Settings. Graphics, right. Only on 800 by 600 resolution, apparently. Refresh rate. Multi-sampling. Turn that down a bit. Aspect ratio. Shadows off. Particles off. I'll go on then, we'll have some particles. Crowd. Couldn't the crowd off, that's a bit boring now. Drivers. Low. Distant vehicles. Low. Oh, but we'll just do ultra low then. I guess. Okay. Yes. wonder how much of a difference that actually... Oh, I'll just continue that event. Lovely. Right, let's see what that does for us. Oh, Micronationalists are now playing Warlight. I know if I'd done that a couple of hours earlier, I could have joined them instead of playing this computer. Right, let's try this again. Hopefully this time the graphics options will be actually bearable. Well, I saw it beginning animation again just then, but it didn't seem to be as bad. No, it didn't actually dry out again. Yeah, I'm starting to have second thoughts about streaming this. I don't think it's going to end too well for my, for the stream, you know. Like, the sound's just lagging behind everything else. Brilliant. And we're off. Which one's the RS? That one, apparently. Yeah. Okay, get ready to brake. Which way do we turn? Which way do we turn? Alright, 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 yeah. Okay, I've got no idea how much this thing's turning or not turning or what. Oh god.